What is up, everyone? It is Diecastbuffet here again. Christopher Bell wins 3 in a row. Wow, this cat is good, and obviously the championship favorite here in 2025. Another win, and you know what that means. We're going to be doing our little color thing in the background. He won in a red car, but you know what? He won the other two in the DeWalt car, so we're going to go with yellow because I love the DeWalt paint scheme. Regardless, what a interesting Phoenix race. Might be the most interesting one I have seen in years. I'm talking, it could be maybe mid-Gen 6 era. That was the best Phoenix race I have seen in so long, and I'm so glad they had a great show, in my opinion. The option tire worked perfectly. There was so much strategy. There was so much comers and goers. It was perfect. It really was. You had some crashes. You had so many storylines. They nailed it with the option tire. This would have been probably a snooze fest. It would have been really boring probably from most people's perspective, but they did an unbelievable job with the option tire. Wow. I'm shocked that it was that entertaining of a race. Phoenix, out of all the racetracks, is traditionally seen as the most uneventful race of the year. Flat tracks, low horsepower, stock car chassis that don't really pass well at lower speeds. They did a great job with the option tire, and I sincerely hope they bring this option tire again. I mean, if it was up to me, why not try it at every short track for the rest of the year? Let's just try it and see which tracks it works the best at, because they did this at Richmond. This worked probably 4 times better than it did at Richmond. So I would love to see it more. Just go ahead and tell Goodyear, go ahead and make some more of these red tires, option tires, whatever you want to call them, because it created so many strategies. I mean, you had Ryan Preece out front. You had Ty Dillon. If he wouldn't have spun on pit road, he probably would have got a top 5. He had a car, I think, almost as good as Chase Elliott. He was racing him. It's crazy how good of a car Ty Dillon had. He had a legitimate shot to get a top 5. That was fun. I am shocked. By far the best next-gen Phoenix race by a mile. Apparently they're not going to be bringing both tires to the fall Phoenix race. This was... They publicly said it was a test session because they didn't have time to test it. I think that might be a little bit of a buzzword to kind of make it sound good. You know, a little bit of lipstick on the pig, so to speak. I think what it was is they realized how uneventful Phoenix has been. The fans were complaining about it. A lot of fans calling for Phoenix to lose a race date. And they said, you know what? Let's give them an option tire. And it worked fantastic. What do I think about the future of Phoenix? I still think if they were to say Chicagoland or Phoenix, give me Chicagoland. But I think they should try this tire at more racetracks, man. I really do. I think they should consider using it at Gateway, New Hampshire. Heck, even the road courses. Like, just try it. Like, seriously, just try it. Why do we have to have it, like, once a year? If it worked this good, would you rather watch this, which felt really old school, to be honest with you? The tire strategy, the comers and goers, you got, only so many of this tire. When do you pull the trigger, so to speak, to put them on your car? It created a lot of storylines. And the tires being softer also, I think, might have forced some of the drivers to have more mechanical problems, because we've seen a couple brake issues as well. I don't know if that has to do anything with how much brakes apply. Do you put more or less? That might, create some problems with the braking. That was probably the best Phoenix race I've watched in 7 years. So I'm very, very glad to say I had pretty bad expectations for Phoenix, and they proved me wrong. So that is great. And what's even better, fellas, Las Vegas and Homestead is next. Arguably 2 of the best racetracks on the circuit for the Gen 7 car. And they're back-to-back. Like, I'm telling you, I don't know. I'm just really enthusiastic about this Phoenix race. I know my hair is absolutely a mess and I'm all over the place right now. But I'm shocked how good of a Phoenix race is. Usually, about like 25% into these Phoenix races, I'm just like, I'm out of it. I'm just like, okay, can we just hurry up and end it? That's how it was in 2023 and 2024. I was legitimately into this event. I'm like, okay, who's on this tire? Who's on that tire? Is this dude on old red tires? It just created this just old school strategy, man. I loved it. It brought me back to the Sprint Cup era before the stage racing, where you'd go to Atlanta, you know, you'd have a 200-lap green flag run, and everybody's on the pit box scared to put tires on and pit because the caution could come out and burn half the field. So it created a little bit of that. Like, when do you do it? Because you don't want to wait too long and miss your shot. But if you put it on too early, you're going to give up all your track position at the end. Fantastic. Comment down below, what did y'all think, guys? What a great race, in my opinion. I still prefer 1.5 mile racing, but this could be a fix, maybe, for some of the short track woes. Like, if you're going to have a playoff race at Gateway in New Hampshire and you have the option tire there, I'm just saying, it could make it a really good show. I think they should just say, darn the torpedoes, and put the option tire at all these flat short tracks for the rest of the year. Just try it. And at the end of 2025, we'll know for sure what. Does it work good at this track, or does it suck at this racetrack? Bring it to the Phoenix Championship race. Why not? Who doesn't want more passing and more strategy? I'm just saying. The Race Win Diecast is going to be most likely offered. Look for possibly a 3-in-a-row diecast set. I would not be surprised they offer something like that, having the Atlanta, Coda, and Phoenix Race to Win set. We might see something like that. I'm not 100% sure. Hopefully they do. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Christopher Bell, 3 straight wins. You know, I think about Christopher Bell as kind of like one of the top 4 drivers in the sport, and I think this is the proving point to that. You know, my top 4 young drivers, or say young, but, you know, they're not about to leave the sport, basically, in terms of age. I think it's Larson. I think it's Tyler Reddick. I think Chase Elliott and then Christopher Bell are kind of tied for 3rd and 4th. But the problem is Byron is also in that mix as well, because he's got 2 Daytona 500s. But that's like this generation's Jimmy Johnson, Tony Stewart, Jeff Gordon. It might not seem like it, but this is where Jimmy Johnson was in 2005. This is where Tony Stewart was in 2002, winning a crapload of races right before they win a championship. So it's pretty cool to watch. Thank you all for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I posted a diecast haul earlier today. If you haven't checked it out, maybe you didn't notice it during the race, which it's kind of stupid of me to upload it during the race, but I was like, you know what? I need to get a video out, so we went ahead and released it. Check that out on the channel. Brand new diecast haul. We'll have some new diecast reviews coming up. We might have another diecast haul coming up maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, so we got some cool stuff on the channel. Thank you all for watching. Have a blessed one. Comment down below what y'all thought. I thought it was a fantastic show. Please, let's run this option tire at more races. Like, let's not just do this once or twice a year. Take this tire, tell Goodyear to like mass produce it. Let's bring it to different racetracks. I would be even okay trying at 1.5 miles. This could be something that could make the racing so much better at a lot of these tracks that really lack excitement. I'm just saying, they've tried everything. They've tried different rules packages. They've tried probably changing the stages, no stages, you know, at some of the road courses. This has been the best method I think they've done, is the red tire. So, I don't know. Thank you all for watching. Have a blessed one. Diecastbuffet signing off.